How long do you think a recession could last? 6 to 12 months, Darren Cooper. Look, most recessions end up, if they're kind of a shallow recession, could be 12 months. The official definition of a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of GDP contraction. But 12 months or so is usually when people are affected. Could go 18. A really bad recession would be like 24 months. So kind of 12 to 24 months would be the historical norm. But I don't know. I actually don't know what is going to happen here. I think that for most people, if you can get in a position where you say, hey, I'm going to be good for like 18 months, then you'll be in good shape. How do I feel about investing in energy or oil? Look, I know people who are fantastic investors in kind of the energy sector. I'm not one of them. I don't have any advantage there. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about it. But I do think, Chris, that there's obviously a lot of people who made money over the last couple of months, specifically with all the geopolitical uncertainty. And the world runs on energy, and so it's not going to go to zero. It's not going to go away. I think just trying to figure out, what's your advantage? How do you actually get some sort of exposure, and what does that look like? What are your risk parameters? I'm not that guy, but there's plenty of people out there that probably you can find that'll do it. Sim asked, what's your investing advice over the next 1 to 2 years out? What are you investing in? Crypto, real estate, commodities, stocks, etc. So definitely not advice. I can tell you what I'm doing, but this is definitely not financial advice. I've pretty much, outside of having to sell assets to pay taxes, I pretty much just buy as many assets as I possibly can, and my goal is to hold them forever. Right? That's my like overarching strategy. And so my current portfolio, I've got some real estate. I obviously have Bitcoin. I've got a lot of exposure to private market investing via venture capital funds, either as an LP or funds where I've managed the fund, or as an angel investor. And then I pretty much have no public market exposure other than GBTC and a retirement account. So I don't think I have an advantage in the public markets, and it ends up not being the risk reward that I'm looking for. So don't really play there. I don't have any, oil or any sort of like commodity exposure like that either. So I'm pretty much real estate, crypto, and then private market investing. And then also I own either majority or 100% of businesses that have cash flow as well. And so from a sense, there's investments there also. And so when you think about that over the next 1 to 2 years, my situation, like I'm going to keep doing what I was doing already. I don't have to make short-term decisions. I'm relatively young. I'm in my early 30s. And maybe I'm creeping into mid 30s. I don't know when you have to change saying early to mid 30s. But as you look over the next 2 years, nothing in my life is going to change. I'm not near retirement age in the sense of all of a sudden now I should start selling my portfolio to live on or anything like that. I have the ability to assets I buy now, if they go down further, I can just hold them until they recover. Like I'm not a forced seller. I don't have any major issues. So a lot of it'll be, I'll continue to obviously invest in Bitcoin. I'll continue to invest in private market companies, and I'll continue to invest in real estate. And as I continue to do those three things from a pure investment portfolio standpoint, I'll also continue to build companies as well. But that's really the strategy is don't do that much different. And it tends to work out. Because again, think, if this is a 12-month situation, if you're making decisions today and you're panicking, but you could have lasted for 12 months anyways, then you should be okay. And so I don't think that you want to panic right now. I don't think you want to get in a bad situation.